Good evening, fans, and welcome to tonight's conference matchup in the Southern Lakes Conferences. Your Wilmot Panthers will take on the visiting Burlington Demons here inside Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse as the struggle in the Southern Lakes for fourth place continues. Let's get into some of our graphics for tonight. Wilmot on the year 9-7, and as we said, sitting at 5th in conference. We talk about the big three for this men's squad. We talk about Jeremy Bruton doing his part, 16.4 per game. Moving on here, we got Kyle Gendron, 12.1, but the big thing for him is those rebounds. A big 6.2 rebounds per game for him. And rounding it out, one of the top scorers in school history, Latrell Glass, putting up 18.1 points per game. Look for him to get going here early. We've seen him take over control of some games, dropping 25 in Wilmot's last outing. But we've also seen games where he started a little bit slow and didn't really get into it until the second half. And they're going to need Latrell tonight. And we talk about that last matchup here. They took on Union Grove and and they fell there 77-61. As I said, though, Latrell Glass putting up 25 points, trying to lead his team back into that game. Speaking about the Demons tonight, visiting from Burlington, they had the same exact record as Wilmot on the year, but have one more conference win, and that puts them at 4th in conference. However, if Wilmot can take them down tonight, they'll move into 4th place. And around the conference tonight, Lake Geneva Badger will take on Central. Union Grove will take on the Wolverines. And Elkhorn takes on the Comets. That Elkhorn matchup could be big for both of these teams. I believe there are 4 conference matches remaining for each team in conference. And if that 3rd place team could fall, the winner of this will have 4th all to themselves. That makes it that much more achievable to finish top 3 in conference. Keys to the game tonight is generate some turnovers. If you can make this Burlington squad feel uncomfortable, then I think you've got a great shot at winning the game. Playing hard on defense and generating turnovers that can turn into offense. It's supposed to say hit open shots, not hot open shots, but something vital. We know this Wilmot team has the shooters, but the question is, can those shooters get it done? The question isn't whether or not they'll find open looks, because over the course of the game they will, but can they convert on the open looks that the offense gives them? And finally, dictate the tempo. This kind of ties into the first 2 points, but if you can generate turnovers, push the pace, and really just kind of keep this Burlington squad out of it, then the win will come a lot easier. We've got tip-off here in a couple of minutes, the national anthem in just 30 seconds. So we're going to take a quick break, be right back for the national anthem and the announcing of the starters.
Between the Demons of Burlington High School and your Wilmot Panthers. At this time, we ask those who are able to please rise, remove your hats and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. athlete. And number 34, Brock Hallbach. And now, the starting lineup for your Wilmot Panthers. Number 20, Zach Watson. Number 21, Kevin Brenner. Number 24, Kyle Gendron. Number 25, Jeremy Bruton. And number 30, Latrell Glass. We'd like to remind fans that the WIAA requires good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profane, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of tonight's competition.
Well, folks, we're just about to get underway here, and it will be Andrew Pasick jumping against Brenner here for the tip-off, and here we go. Burlington will start with the ball. Big game in the Southern Lakes Conference. Winner takes 4th place. Good defense here to start from the Panthers, and I think that's something that Coach Ehrmantraut's really got to lock in on, for these guys. They've hit a slump as of late. They started out the season playing great. They had 2 shots to beat Central, and it would have put them right near first place, but they just couldn't get it done. And a hard loss to Union Grove last weekend. This is where they sit right now, fighting for 4th. 3rd place is definitely achievable by the end of the season. Driving here inside, and that is good. And here comes Bruton, running the offense, gives it to Watson. Bruton's someone you got to look out for as well. He could catch fire at any given moment. Definitely a guy with a lot of strong fundamentals, as Glass tries to get that one from deep, but he can't get it. Rebound to Brenner, and smartly calls a timeout to retain possession there. Burlington really ganged up on him. But as I was saying, Bruton, a strong fundamental player with a fantastic shot. He could get going as well. So, as we always talk about, it's Gendron, Glass, and Bruton, that big 3. On any given night, one of those players could blow up. On this Burlington squad, they've got some height. Number 34, Brock Hallbach, coming in at 6'7". He could create some definite mismatches down low for the Panthers. Here's Bruton to inbound. And he'll find Glass. Drives in, up, and good. Good job by Latrell there. Took it right at the defender. Getting it done down low. Demons now passing around. And almost a steal there. And Bruton, he will get it. And then a foul on Bruton immediately, I believe. Thought he had the clean steal there. Good to see this Wilmot defense be aggressive right out of the gate, however. That's what you want to see. Burlington with it now. Cuts inside, up, and good. All 4 of their points to start coming inside. Watson with it. Gives it back to Glass. Looking for open looks from beyond the arc here. Not trying to pass inside at this moment. Glass with it. Cuts. Mid-range. No good. The rebound, however, to Watson. Great effort by Brenner. One more pass. Gendron. And he'll pass up the 3 and turn it over. Here's the cut. Up. No good. Rejected by the rim and a late foul. This home crowd can't believe it. But Grant Tully will go to the line. The 5'10" point guard. Looking for his third and fourth point of the game, and he'll get the first to go. 5-2 and a sub here. Halbach will check out of the game. Number 33, Trent Terzinski coming in for him. Here's the second as the home crowd takes to their feet. This is an important game and they know it, no doubt. Glass with the ball. Gives it up. Sandman in here early on. Nearly turns it over and it's to Gendron. Sandman came in for Bruton. Gendron drives, pull up, bang! From mid-range. Great shot there. Here comes Burlington. Tully with it. Working on Glass. He'll get a screen from Terzinski. Up, no good. Try to draw the contact, but they'll get it. Terzinski follows it up and gets an easy two. 8-4. Glass with it. Working on Tully. Passes. Gendron. Pull up. No good. Nice look from beyond the arc, though. I like that play design. Here comes Burlington. And they're taking their time here on offense. Working on Sandman. Dishing. Nearly turns it over, but they save it. Tully calls for it, and he'll get it here. He's got an ISO on Glass. Nearly stolen by Watson. Cut inside and in. 10-4. The Demons with an early 6-point lead. Here's Glass. He'll get a screen. Back out. Gendron cuts up and a block. Tully with it on the other end. Demons. They'll slow it down a little bit here. They forget to guard Tully, but he doesn't pull it from three, and a foul there on Brenner. Wilmot got a little bit confused there down on defense, and they forgot to put a man on Tully. Good thing he could not punish them there with a deep shot. And here's the inbound. Passing around the corner, and that one is long. Bruton, he takes an elbow to the face, and he's a little bit slow there. Gendron gets the rebound, however. And I expect a sub for Bruton here. I don't think he's got any vision out of one of his eyes. And Watson will return for Bruton. We hope that he's all right. Not sure if it's a contact or a scratch or something, but he'll head over to the sideline there and talk to the trainer. Would definitely be a blow to the Panthers if they didn't have him for the remainder of the game as he jogs off to the locker room. Here's Glass. Gives it up. Sandman. Cuts, and a good pass over to Watson. He'll get a screen and think about a three, but passes it up. Glass from deep. Doesn't get it to go. Watson, the board, mid-range. No good. And it'll be Demon ball. Good defense thus far by Burlington. Wilmot not getting anything easy here. Sandman the defense. Pass around. Inside, up, and in. And Terzinski using his height there. 6'6", so when Halbach went to the bench standing at 6'7", the height drop-off is not that much. Definitely something that Wilmot's got to figure out here. Glass on the drive, step back jumper, no good. But the rebound out to Watson. Gets it to Gendron. Pull up. Bang! That'll fall a much-needed 3. 12-7. And it's Wilmot ball. My mistake. They corrected there to Demon ball. And Bruton jogs back to the Panther bench. A great sight for Wilmot. Here come the Demons. Defense by Glass. Passes it around. That's Hallbach back in the game. He'll set a screen. Backdoor cut from Hallbach. Covered up well by Coleman. And Glass nearly comes away with the steal. Gendron was all the way out under the hoop for Burlington there. And if Glass would have come away with that, it would have been an easy 2 for Wilmot. Burlington with it here. Pass it up, and there's Hallbach. Hallbach and Terzinski both in the game right now, so expect to see some high screens from the Burlington squad here. As a foul will go on Wilmot. To the line is number 12, Sean Safar. Safer's first is up and no good. Sub here as Grant Tully will enter the game once again for the Demons. Had a good start to this game, running point for his team. Safar's second up and good. So 13-7. A 6-point lead for Burlington, and Bruton will enter for Gendron. Bruton, no points yet, but we'll look for him to get going here shortly. Glass gives to Bruton immediately. Passes it out. And it's Watson with it. Inside. Cut. Good spin move. Barker. And Bruton nearly turns it over, but he's got it now. Working on Tully. Oh, miscommunication, and the Panthers turn it over. Bruton and Watson just not on the same page there. And Wilmot bringing a little bit of press here. Watson working on Tully. And they'll pass it out. There's Hallbach. Gives it up to Terzinski. It's impressive the height of this Union Grove squad when both Hallbach and Terzinski are on the court together. Hallbach mid-range, and it falls. 15-7. Here's Bruton. Cuts inside and dishes it out. Barker with it. He's got nowhere to go, working on Hallbach. And turnover. This Burlington team has come with some defensive play tonight, generating multiple turnovers. And it shows as they lead by 8 with 10:15 to go in the first half. Tully, he'll dish to Hallbach. Hallbach gives it up. They try to work on Bruton. Cut, finds some space, no good. Coleman the rebound. Great job by boxing out Hallbach there. Inside, spin move, oh! Glass can't get it to go. Showing his athleticism on that play. To the corner, Bruton, good defense. And Glass here with some good defense as well. He's locking up. And no good, but the rebound out to Burlington. And Coleman nearly steals the ball away, but he'll foul on the way up. It'll be 2 at the line for Sean Safar.
Safer to the line, shooting 2.
His first is up and no good. Shooting 1 of 3 at the line right now as Gendron will enter for Glass. Here's the second. That's up and good. So 50% of the line for him. And here is Bruton. The Panthers got to get something going right now if they want to stay in this first half. Interesting lineup for the Panthers as they have Bruton, Gendron, Coleman, Watson, and Brenner out there. Watson with it now. Good defense. Dishes. Coleman thinks about a 3, but he turns it over. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Panthers. And it'll be Demon ball once again. Watson bringing the press here. Tully's got it. He'll get a screen, cuts inside, up and in. Great move by Tully. And the Panthers inbound it quick. They want to get something in transition here. Coleman inside. Gendron with it and gives to Bruton. Dishes. Coleman from the perimeter. Good pass to Gendron. Fantastic pass by Coleman there to Gendron. As it's 18-9. Tully with it again. He'll get a screen. Watson, good D there. Top of the key. The cut inside. And that's a travel. Took a few too many steps there. He's going to need his passport if he wants to go that far. Panthers inbounding. Lamberson checks into the game for Wilmot. Coach Urbantrout playing a lot of different players here early. Maybe he can find a lineup that gets this offense going. Bruton to Gendron for 3. That is long, but the tip out there almost gotten. But Brenner can't quite corral it. Over to the corner, Bruton with the steal. 7:50 to go in the first half. Here's Bruton working on Tully. Up, and it'll be a foul on the defense there. And Bruton to inbound. Timeout called on the floor. And Burlington will take their first timeout. Head coach Steve Berzowitz, apologies if I'm saying that wrong, wants to regroup a little bit, but if you're Coach Urbantrout here, I like what you're doing. You know, he's putting out a lot of different players, testing some lineups. He needs to get something going right here, and it might not be about which players are the most skilled, but it could be who's willing to bring the energy tonight, who's willing to get loud, get excited, and, you know, get excited when your teammates make a bucket, not just when you make one. Bruton to inbound here, and let's see if Wilmot can have some of that energy right now. Brenner dishes to Coleman. Pass inside, another turnover. Here's the Panthers. Tully with it, working on Bruton. Gives it up. And Tully's got it again at the top of the key. He's the man the Demons want with the ball in his hands. He can make things happen, not just scoring, but also assisting on buckets. Still passing, good cut inside, no good. Rebound, out to Burlington. Good effort there, and missed defensive assignment will result in a 3. That's the second time tonight Wilmot's just kind of forgot about a player. First time they've been punished for it, though. Bruton dishes. Coleman with it. Gives to Lamberson. Cuts inside. The give and go. Brenner. A lot of contact, but no foul. 6:30 to go. Inside. Coleman takes it away. Good defense there, and it'll be Panther ball. They've really got to get something going on offense. Far too many turnovers, many of them self-inflicted. Now is the time with 6:10 to go as Bruton drives. And a foul before the shot, I believe.
Safer, his first, team second. Bruton to the line, shoot 2.
It'll be on the shot, so Bruton will shoot 2. Got the chance to bring it back down to a 10-point affair as he'll hit the first one. 10-21, 6:17 to go. Panthers trail 11 early. The second is up, and it's good as well. 21-11. Tully with it. Glass check back into the game here. Let's see if the Panthers can finish strong in the 6 minutes that remain in the first half. Maybe close the gap a little bit. Up and good. Trzynski using his height to bully Coleman there. Gendron dishes to Coleman. And another turnover. On the other end, up and in. 25-11. 5:40 to go. Glass takes it himself up. No foul. Gets it to go. Great job by Latrell there to get into the paint and get one to go. A much needed bucket for Wilmot. And a foul on Coleman. Trzynski's just too much for him down there. The 6'6" senior. And coming into the game for the Demons is Brock Halbach, the 6'7" senior. Corner, pull up, bang! That one will fall. 28-13. Wilmot trails 15 here with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Gendron with it. Cuts inside, gives Lamberson, no good. Hits the back of the glass. Demons on the break. Inside, Trzynski, another. Can't stop, won't stop, in the paint. Glass with it. Up, he'll draw a foul, but won't get the bucket. Wilmot down 17. They've dug themselves a big hole here as we're just in the first half. Glass to the line, he'll shoot 2. First is up and good. Latrell shooting above 90% from the line for most of the season, so you don't expect him to miss many of these. Second is up and good as well. 15-30, a 15-point Burlington lead. The Demons have been dominant on both ends of the ball, forcing turnovers and forcing it into the paint for easy buckets down low. You know, coming in, you look at Grant Tully and you think, you know, usually it's the guard that gets it all done, but it's been Brock Halbach and Trent Trzynski getting it done down low, just backing down the Wilmot bigs and getting easy buckets. Something's got to change here if you're Wilmot. At this point, I think it's preferable to potentially have the Demons shoot some threes, even if they're a little bit open, but prevent inside passes. And we'll resume play here with 4:42 to go. One more foul will put Union Grove into the bonus. And the Demons will inbound. It's Halbach. He'll give to Tully. Both Halbach and Trzynski remain in the game for the Demons. Tully dishes. Back to him. And some good defense here from the Panthers. To the corner. Oh, he drains it. Who knew Halbach had some range too? 32-15 after that Halbach mid-range jumper. Glass with it. Gives to Gendron. He's got nowhere to go. Dishes to Brenner. Cuts, floater, it's in. Great job by Brenner there. The defense gave him some space and he used it. Demons passing around here. Wilmot changing up the defensive scheme a little bit. Halbach, mid-range, another! 34-17. 3:20 to go in the first half. Gendron, pull up, deep one, no good. Halbach the board. And Tully's gonna take his time down court, as Barker will go to the scorer's bench to get back into the game. Cut, mid-range, short, rebound to Gendron. Tries to dish to Lamberson, but he turns it over. The pass just a little bit too high. And Barker will check into the game for Lamberson after that. A 17-point Demon lead, 2:50 to go. This halftime could not come soon enough for the Panthers. They've got to talk about something, figure it out at half as Bruton comes away with the rebound. Wilmot's got numbers, 5-on-4, gives it. Gendron thinks about a three, but passes inside, and Brenner gets it. Brenner, his second bucket of the night there, where he's taking advantage of the space the defense has given him. Created a little bit of extra space with that spin move and converted the bucket there. Dish it out. Trzynski with it. Passes it up. And this Burlington squad not looking for a lot of looks from beyond the arc so far, but feasting instead on mid-range and inside the paint. Halbach with it. Dishes to Tully. Works on glass. Gets an opening. Trzynski inside. And Bruton, good positioning, gets the charge. Great recognition there by Bruton. He saw that Trzynski was just going to come barreling into the paint. He set up, waited for him, and drew the foul. Not only preventing what would have been an easy bucket for the Demons, but also getting possession for his team and getting Wilmot closer to a bonus here. 1:40 to go. Glass with it. And he gives it up to Brenner. 1:30. Inside. Gendron working. Great pass to Barker. Glass with it again. Fantastic defense by Burlington remains. Glass, pull up, jumper, it falls. Off the spin, he'll get it to go. 12-point deficit for the Panthers. It hasn't been this low in about 5 minutes. Hands it off. Tully with it. And an offensive foul. Wilmot has the chance to cut the lead to single digits for the first time in a while. This first half has been dominated by the Demons. But if Wilmot can carve back into this lead a little bit before half, it could give them something to build on coming back out in the second. Bruton's going to run point here. Just waiting for the officials. Exactly 1 minute remains on the clock. And here is Bruton. Just a few more possessions left in this half as he almost turns it over. Something Wilmot's improved on here these last couple of minutes. They couldn't help but turn the ball over to start this game, but they've got it under control a little bit here. Brenner with it, gives to Glass, deep one. Oh! He drained it from the parking lot. What a shot by Glass. This game's back down to single digits. Tully nearly loses the ball. And it'll remain Burlington ball here as it went out of bounds. Glass nearly forcing a turnover there. 34 seconds to go. Wilmot trails 9. This first half has been a lot of downs for Wilmot, but they've brought it back here. Passing around, 29 seconds. And the foul called on the floor. And in the bonus here are the Demons, and Pesic misses. So Glass with it, 26 seconds. He's caught a little bit of fire here at the end of this first half. He'll take his time. 15 seconds remain. He's got the ISO here on Tully. 9, 8. He wants the last shot. Sizes him up. Cuts in. Layup. Oh! How in the world did he drain that? He couldn't even see the bucket. He drains that one, and Wilmot, crawling their way back in, will be down just 7 at the end of the first half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a second. A small halftime show, and then after that, we'll resume with some second half action. Until then, have a fantastic night. We'll be right back here. Welcome back, folks. We're here at halftime, and Wilmot cutting back into that lead there, down 34-27. And, initially thinking about halftime, I thought my hot take was going to have to be Halbach and Terzinski for the Demons. They've been dominant down low, but after that performance, I think it's got to be Latrell Glass. He ended that half on an 8-0 run, all him. Really showing his dominance and what he can do on the court. Showing the reason why he's hit 1,000 points. Why he's a leader and a starter here all 4 years varsity. Other than that, if they can kind of have Latrell carry them a little bit, kind of feed the hot hand, I think it'll open opportunities for others. If the Demons start to double Latrell and maybe Jeremy Bruton or Kyle Jenner get open, they can start getting hot as well. That's what the Panthers need, Latrell can do a lot of damage, but he won't be able to win this game all by himself. Other than that, have a fantastic night, folks. We'll be back here in about 8 minutes. The second half action will resume, but a fantastic close that half by Latrell Glass. We're looking forward to see what he can do coming forward in this game. Welcome back here, folks. Just about a minute until we resume the action here. And if the end of that first half is any indication of the basketball that's to come, then we are in store for an exciting finish here. Latrell Glass scoring the last 8 points of the half for the Panthers. Really took control by himself there. The 2 threes, the second one being a deep one. And he took that ISO on the last possession. And man, I'll tell you, that layup was something special. He had no vision of the basket at all, but he still got that one to go just in time before the half. The real test here is to see, can Wilmot capitalize on that? Can they kind of build around what Latrell is doing and get it done in the second half? They still trail by 7, and they've got the task of Brock Hallback and Trent Terzinski to worry about down low, standing at 6'7" and 6'6" respectively. That's been the main problem for the Panthers tonight. Glass getting a starter early on the cut, but he can't get it to go. And there's Hallbach the rebound. Hands it over to Tully. Gives it back. Hallbach sets a screen. It's another thing. Those high screens there have been very effective. Hallbach, mid-range. Oh! What a shot! Barker playing some of the best defense that is possible, but Hallbach drains it. Out to Watson. Great pass by Bruton. Top of the key, and Bruton will get it back. He's working here. Cuts inside, up, and in. Great spin move by Bruton, and he'll answer Hallbach's bucket with one of his own. 29-36. Panthers trail 7. 16:50 remains in the game. Hallbach gives to Tully. Tully inside. Good D by Brenner. And he'll get a block, I believe. Alter that shot in some fashion. Bruton has numbers with the Panthers. And it'll remain on this end. Knocked out by Tully. Bruton will inbound. Glass pull up. Can't get it to go on the catch and shoot. Demons the rebound. It's Tully. Out ahead on the break. Up. Good D by Bruton. No foul. And they'll get the ball. Brenner with it. Gives to Bruton. Nearly lost it in transition there. Bruton almost pulls up that 3. And I wouldn't blame him. He can hit from just about anywhere. Barker dishes. Watson wide open. And that is short. Here come the Demons. Defense so far dominating at this early second half. Inside though. And Tully on the drive. 38-29. Brenner dishes to Bruton. Bruton, step back. Oh! Step back all the way. My goodness, what a deep shot. Step back from Wilmot all the way to Paddock Lake and drained that one. Wilmot foul on this end of the ball. Inbound to Tully. Impressive here are the Panthers as they cut the lead down to just 6. Aggressive defense there from Glass. He trips there, but he gets right back up, and they're passing around here. And Bruton the steal. Oh! They're going to call a foul on it, but I don't think the refs saw it clearly. Bruton obviously not pleased with that, and neither is the crowd. Tully inbounding. And it'll be Wilmot ball. Offensive foul on Hallbach. And here come the Panthers. They have the chance to cut it down to a 3-point game. Glass and Bruton, fantastic here. Mid-range, doesn't get it to go. And Demon ball there. Maybe a bit of a heat check there from Glass. Not advisable, that mid-range shot from that deep. And Glass will continue his aggressive defense here on Tully. Trying to get some turnovers. Bruton with the defense here. And I got to say, I'm impressed right now from the second half defense from Wilmot. The steal. Inside. Glass. Oh, he can't get that one. Looking for a foul there. And there's Barker picking up his first as Gendron will check back into the game for the Panthers. Glass will exit. Getting a little bit of a breather. Demons inbounding. They get it to Tully. Watson guarding him now. Tully on the cut. Looking inside there. And as I said, they're not getting much success at the perimeter, but down low they are feasting. And a foul there drawn by Terzinski. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Foul on Barker, his second. Team four.
And Barker picking up 2 fouls in the span of a minute. Terzinski, that's short. Here comes the second. Terzinski is up, and it is good. 39-32. 7-point deficit for the Panthers. Bruton will run the offense with Glass on the bench right now. Let's see what he can do. Gets a screen from Barker. That step back is deadly. Don't give him a whole lot of space. Watson with it now. Gives to Bruton. Bruton gives. Watson pulls. Oh, in and out. Halfway down on the break. 3-on-2. And the Demons will get an easy one there. 41-32. The Panthers trail 9. Brenner inside. Floater is good. That's been Brenner's shot tonight. Any amount of space down low, he's been utilizing it. And here are the Demons. Let's see if they can answer Brenner's score there. Working around here. And Barker denies the pass inside. And that's what Wilmot's got to do if they want to shut down the Demon Bigs. Glass enters the game once again for Watson. For Wilmot, the big three is on the court. Gendron, Glass, and Bruton. They're joined by Barker and Brenner as Barker gets the rebound there. Here comes Bruton. Pass ahead. Gendron. Oh, it'll fall. 37-41. A transition three brings it back down to just a 4-point affair.
Timeout Demons.
This big three for Wilmot can be deadly. All three of them can shoot given the space, and oftentimes in the case of Bruton and Glass, when given no space. And that last defensive possession, almost more important than that three made. Paying attention to that. You see Barker jump the pass. Now, he didn't get the turnover, but he forced the ball out of bounds and out of the hands of Terzinski. If that pass gets inside of Terzinski, he's going to be able to bully Barker, use his height, and get a basket as they've done all night. So great recognition there by Barker to not allow the pass inside. And it eventually led to the three-pointer that Kyle Gendron just hit. Glass with the defense here. This second half has belonged to Wilmot, and that'll be short. It'll remain Burlington ball. Gendron couldn't keep it in bounds there. 12-17 remains in the game. Wilmot trailing just 4. They were down by double digits for a majority of the first half, but they've come to life here with Glass, Bruton, and Gendron, all hitting at least 1 3 in the second half. Passing around here, Bruton the defense. Great job by Coleman inside to get in front of Hallbach, not allowing the pass inside. Here's the cut. Floater, and it's good. 43-37. Brenner inside, another floater. He'll get that one. Answers right back. Still a 4-point game. Inside, no good. Gendron the rebound. He'll bring it down. Out to Bruton. Thinks about a deep one. Cuts inside. Can't get that layup, but it's Wilmot ball. The refs letting them play out there a little bit tonight. Not a whole lot of fouls being called on the minor contact inside the lane. Here's Bruton with it. Gives to Gendron. Out to Glass. And he'll get a screen from Coleman. Pulls up. Oh! Right down the hatch. 42-43. Wilmot. It's just a 1-point game. And the steal. Glass out ahead. And they have their first lead of the game. 44-43. 10:53 to go. My goodness. This Wilmot team has come storming back. They look defeated. They look down in that first half, but they've kept their heads up high, and they now have a 1-point lead. The big three of Gendron, Glass, and Bruton getting it done, but give some respect to Wilmot's bigs there, Coleman and Barker, not allowing the inside passes for the Demons. That takes out 90% of their offense from this game. If they're not scoring with their bigs, they're most likely not scoring at all. Impressive stuff, though, for Wilmot. They're getting a lot of points in transition, playing very aggressive on the defensive end of the ball, and thus far, it's paying off. The Wilmot lineup is Gendron, Glass, Bruton, Coleman, and Brenner. Brenner also doing a fair bit of the scoring there inside. His floater's really landing tonight. Here's the press from Glass on Tully. He's got nowhere to go, and he gives up the ball. The energy in Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse is palpable. The crowd getting into it a little bit, and that three short. It'll be Burlington ball. Wilmot nearly came away with that, but off the fingertips of Gendron, I believe. 10:32 remains in the in the second half. The second half still young here, a lot of basketball to be played, but if Wilmot's going to play that basketball like they are right now, then they're going to come out with a win. Gendron on the break. Oh! He had an easy two, a blown defensive assignment, and Brenner was roaming free down low. Gendron just couldn't quite squeeze it into him. Glass the defense here. A lot of movement right now from this Burlington offense down low. Some off-ball screens and gets a man open there. and they will retake the lead 45-44. Here's a foul on that bucket. Could result in an and one. It's number 10, Ben McDermott, shooting at the line as Bruton checks out. Watson's in the game. Exactly 10 minutes remain in this affair. That one is long. So 45-44. Brenner dishes to Glass. Glass displaying his handles there. Cuts inside. He'll draw the contact and go to the line for two.
Foul on Webley. His first, team second. Glass to the line, shooting two.
Glass is nearly automatic from the charity stripe. Shooting better than 90% on the year. That one's up and good. So the game is tied, 45 apiece. Here's the second. That's up and good as well. Something to look at here. That's only Burlington's second foul of the second half, where Wilmot's already racked up 5. So Wilmot might want to play a little bit more conservative here, as Watson gets the steal, but he steps out of bounds. Obviously, the Panthers don't agree with that call, and Urbanchar not agreeing either. Steps out there asking, did he actually step out? And some holding there on Glass. He was being held down low by Hallbach. No call, however. And an offensive foul. The home crowd getting into it a little bit here. And a very delayed foul on Hallbach there. But the third foul there, and Wilmot needs to get in the bonus as soon as possible. It's a lot easier to get the lead and maintain it when you're shooting on every foul. Glass, step back, jumper. Oh! Put that one on the board. 49-45. 9 minutes remain. Wilmot with their biggest lead of the game. And no call on the offensive foul, but Wilmot with the rebound. Gendron dishes inside. Brenner! What a move! And he'll get that layup. All the energy with Wilmot right now. A 6-point lead. Works on Glass. Into Hallbach. Outside. No good. Glass the board. Brenner, he's got it. Dishes to the corner. Gendron cuts. Open lane. And the defenders parted like the Red Sea. And Gendron made it with ease. 53-45. 8:18 to go. Wilmot has cracked open an 8-point lead here in the second half. They're really fighting, bringing a whole ton of energy here, and really in transition they're getting it done. A lot of smart passing there on the offensive end as well, and part of it's also the Demons just aren't keeping track of the Panthers down low. They can't keep track of defenders there, and it's led to some open passes, open buckets. It'll be interesting to see here the kind of lineup Urbanchar puts out. He could stick with the same thing. You know, it's been working, kind of capitalize on the energy. Maybe he subs Bruton back in for a little bit more scoring, some more shooting. But it appears that the same lineup will remain out there, which is Coleman, Glass, Gendron, Watson, and Brenner. 8:18 remains. Terzinski will inbound. The Demons need an answer here. Big run from the Panthers. And Watson nearly comes away with another steal. Great energy on the defensive end of the ball. Here's the inbound. They'll get it into Tully. He'll work on Glass. He's been relentless on defense this second half. Inside, Coleman denies the pass and draws the foul. The crowd loves that, and that's what we've been talking about. That's the difference between the first half and the second half. The difference between Wilmot being up 8 or trailing nearly 20. It's denying the pass inside to the bigs of Burlington. Halbach and Terzinski have been stymied this second half, not doing much of anything, and it's thanks to the offense as Glass tries to pull that, but he passes out, and Coleman nearly gets the rebound, but they'll call it over the back. Great energy there by Coleman, and he's been displaying it all night. Definitely his best performance at home all year. Tully inside, and I don't know about that. It looked clean on the block, but they may have been calling the contact down low. Coleman kind of bumped Tully with his hips there.
Foul on Coleman, his third. Tully to the line, shooting 2.
And Tully will get 2 opportunities at the charity stripe. Bruton at the scorer's table looking to check in, and he will after that brick. Checks in for Coleman, and he exits to a round of applause, and he deserves it. Playing fantastic defense. Here's Tully's second. Up and no good. 0 for 2 at the line. Out ahead, Gendron. Mid-range, pull up. Doesn't get it to go. Here's Tully. Demons on the break. Terzinski passes. Working around. Nearly stolen by Glass as he knocks it loose. And a jump ball. Great defense by Watson. My goodness, has this been a tale of two halves or what? Wilmot looked dead to start the game. Digging a hole early, but Glass and the rest of the big three have gotten him out of it as he drives. Can't get it to go, no foul. But they've got it going here, and the defense this second half has been phenomenal. Outside. Good pass in. And Glass, he'll foul. Try to go up for the block. And Terzinski will go to the line for 2.
Team 7. Terzinski to the line, shooting 2.
Unfortunate foul for the Panthers as that's their 7th. And from here on out, the Demons will be in the bonus. First is up, and it's short. Terzinski not being able to make the most of his opportunities at the line tonight. Here comes his second. That one's up and good. So 53-46. The Panthers have cooled off a little bit here scoring-wise. Here's Bruton with it. Let's see if he can get into the scoring mix. He just checked in a little bit ago. And a foul on the defense there as Glass hit the deck. And checking into the game is Halbach for Terzinski. So a switching of the bigs for the Demons. Bruton inbounding. Brenner with it. Finds Gendron. He'll think about a 3. Drives and gives back out to Glass. Glass double team. Gendron with it beyond the arc. To the corner. Back out. Bruton. Good defense here by the Demons. They're stepping it up right now. Gives to Watson. Here's Glass with it. He's been explosive here tonight. Cuts up and no good. Not going to have a second chance either, but they'll get another offensive rebound. Watson hoists a three. No good. Too much hesitation. And Burlington ball. I tell you, if Watson would have drained that, the crowd would have exploded. You could hear the collective gasp in here as it left his hands. Just thought about a little bit too much hesitation, but nonetheless, that's a great offensive possession for the Panthers there. Considering they got 3 shots at the basket, they just were unlucky, couldn't convert on them, but great tenacity on the boards. Passing around here. Hallbach working. Dishes it out. Great job by Brenner to cut him off there. Down low, dishes out. And Wilmot keeping up the aggressive defense, going for steals, and no good in the corner from Tully. Bruton with it. Just 5 minutes remain in the game. Wilmot with a 7-point lead. Bruton dishes. Wilmot can slow down the tempo a little bit here. No need to hurry. Bruton cuts, spin move, and gives it up to Gendron. Wilmot squad showing its patience here. Gendron nearly turns it over. Glass. Turnaround jumper almost goes. 4:25 to go. To the corner. Neither team is able to buy a bucket right now, and it's to do because of the fantastic defense being played. Bruton inside. Oh! With the go-go gadget arm, rolls it up and in. Timeout on the floor. 55-46. My goodness. This Wilmot team has stormed back into the game. I don't think you could say it enough. The tale of 2 halves. They looked like it was going to be just one of those nights where you couldn't get things going on either end of the ball, but they've exploded this second half. And Latrell Glass in particular, he's had some athletic plays and on defense and offense, hitting multiple threes and applying pressure on defense, getting some steals. Wilmot's just got to make sure they can hold on to this 9-point lead with 4:09 to go. These are the kind of games you need to win right now. And a bit of a statement game if they can close this out on the defensive end of the ball. You know, maybe they can get some confidence from this and build going forward. This would put them into 4th place. And their next game is Tuesday, February 13th at home, senior night versus Badger. But the big one is February 16th on the road at Elkhorn. Elkhorn sitting in 3rd right now, and if Wilmot can close this out tonight, they'll be in 4th, nipping at the heels of the Elks. And they'll go to the line here. Demon shooting 2. And this has been a weakness for them tonight. They haven't been able to hit much from the line. But that one will go in, and Coleman enters the game for Gendron. In my opinion, Coleman's having his best home game of his high school career right now. Playing some fantastic defense, and it might not show up on the stat sheet, but he's doing everything right now. They get the rebound. And another foul on Wilmot. So they'll go to the line again. And Bruton with 4 there. That's a precarious situation for the Panthers. One of the better, if not the best shooter on the court for the Panthers. That is up and rolls out. Panthers fortunate there. Here comes Glass, pushing the tempo. Gives to Bruton. And Bruton's got to be careful what he does here. One more foul and he'll hit the bench. Finds some space, gives to Coleman. The crowd wants Coleman to pull that three, but I doubt he'll do it. He turns it over on that pass, but every time he touches the ball beyond the arc, crowd cheers just a little bit louder. You can hear it. Regardless, that turnover by Wilmot, they got to try to limit those. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Terzinski backing down on Coleman. Good defense. And a jump ball. Zach Watson. Fantastic play there. It'll remain on this end of the court. Tully to inbound. And they'll get it out. Pull up. No good. Rebound. Out ahead. Watson on the break. Pulls it back. And Coleman had an opportunity for the trailer three. And the crowd wanted it. But he smartly passes it up to Glass. Glass working here. Fantastic pass to Bruton. Catch and shoot. Give me those. 58-47, a double-digit Wilmot lead. Terzinski with the ball, guarded by Coleman. Passes it out, and Tully's got it. Deep two, that'll fall.
Tully for two.
And they're going to need Tully to start scoring some more. The Demons want to get back in this. Down 9 with just 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Gives it to Coleman here. And he looks pretty gassed. He's been playing his heart out right now. 100% effort on both ends of the ball. Here's Watson. Gives to Brenner. Drives, dishes to the corner. Coleman, great pass, up and in! Glass. And that'll put him to 60. 11-point lead. But Burlington answers right back. Tully says, I'm not going anywhere. 1 minute and 20 seconds remain. Wilmot can salt the game a little bit here with some long possessions. Zach Watson with it here. And he hands it off to Glass. 1:10 remains. Bruton drives, passes, up and a foul. One bucket here from Brenner should put the game out of reach.
Brenner to the line, shooting two.
Here is Brenner. Big free throws, and it's in. Wilmot should walk out of here with a much-needed W. Here's Brenner's second. That is up and in as well, but some early movement, and it'll be Burlington ball. 61-51. Wilmot leads by 10 with 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. They came out and took charge in this second half. Cut inside. Good D, but they'll go to the line. It'll be Nicholas Webley going to the line here for the Demons.
Brenner, his second. Webley to the line.
And I believe he'll shoot two. First is up, and that is good. 54.4 seconds remain. Second is up, and it's good as well. 8-point lead for the Panthers. Glass draws the foul, and he'll go to the line, shooting one and a bonus.
Sanford, his third.
And what a night he has had.
Glass to the line. Shoot one and a bonus.
Without him, I don't know where this Wilmot squad would be tonight. He kind of lit the flame and turned into a blaze that second half. He misses at the line, though, and Burlington with it. A three. Tully. It's long. No good. And an injury on the other end. I believe that's Nicholas Webley. He went down hard after that attempted rebound. We just hope everything's all right. He's gripping his chest there. And he'll get to his feet and walk off under his own power. Great sight there. Hate to see anybody injured, especially this late in the game when the outcome looks largely already determined. But we'll move on here. 39.7 seconds remain. Brenner to inbound. The Panthers just have to hold on for 35 more seconds. And it's refreshing to have a large enough home crowd here to get some chants going. You see them on their feet there. Not a sight we've seen at every home game this year, but for the important ones like these, the Panther prideful are always out here as he'll hit that one. 62-53. Bruton attempting a second from the stripe, and that is good. So once again, a 10-point lead here. The cut inside, up, no good. Jenner in the rebound. And the Panthers, with 20 seconds remaining, should just be able to dribble it out. A huge win here at home. As the struggle for the Southern Lakes Conference continues, they'll move into fourth. My goodness. What a comeback. From dead to ahead. The Panthers really completed that there, trailing by nearly 20 in that first half, but they brought it all the way back behind Latrell Glass, Kyle Gendron, Jeremy Bruton, and the Wilmot Bigs putting in some much-needed defense to stop Brock Hallbach and Trent Terzinski, who were wreaking havoc down low early for the Demons. This boys squad, their next home game will be Friday, January 26th. You can catch that game, or excuse me, it'll be Tuesday, February 13th, the wrong page on the calendar there, versus Badger, and it'll be senior night. You can catch that game here, same time, same place, but moving forward, the biggest game on the schedule for the remainder of the year will be Friday, February 16th, 7 o'clock away at Elkhorn. And that's a game for all you fans out there. If we could get a number of people to go, it'll be big, because if Wilmot remains on its current trajectory, they could take third place in conference by winning that game. They'll round out the year with two games, one at home, Saturday, February 17th, versus Kenosha Tremford, and they'll end the regular season on the road at Delavan Darien, who has yet to pick up a win in conference play. So that Elkhorn game, the last real big one on the calendar for what really matters. Other than that, a lot of games that Wilmot should come in expecting to win, and games that they should win. Signing off for tonight. Thanks for sticking with it, folks. It looked ugly in the first half, but my goodness, was this a different team in the second half. If this is the Wilmot team we get going forward, I wouldn't be surprised if they could make a deep run in the playoffs similar to last year's. Until next time, folks, have a fantastic evening. I can't wait until you join me here in the booth again to watch some Panther basketball. Thank you and good night.